Question?
Coach, take us through the decision to put Jake up with the first team and then moving Brian inside.
Well, we plan on doing that right from the get-go because just trying to protect ourselves for the season to try to get guys to be able to play multiple spots. And Brian's played every position in the offensive line, so it was a no-brainer to get him some work there, and he'll move back there. Probably he'll take some reps to tackle tomorrow, and then again on Thursday and Friday this week. So it's just it also gave Jake a chance to be with the first team and work some kinks out, and I thought it was very productive.
So you're just trying to get that 8. You talked before about getting 8, so just another move to get your top 8 offensive line.
Yeah, I'd like to get 10 if we could, but I'm shooting for 8 right now. And but yeah, that's just trying to prepare for the inevitable that somebody will get hurt during the season, and we're going to have to mix and match some people. And so instead of waiting until that game week to do it, we kind of did it now.
How pleased have you been with Jake's progress, Coach?
Jake has done a fine job. He makes a lot of progress every single day. I see every day he just learns a little bit more. There's a lot of terminology. The tempo, is pretty fast, and if you think everything comes off a signal, and you don't huddle, and the play's being snapped every 15 seconds. So there's a lot on these young kids to the other kids kind of grew into it in the spring, and these guys don't have that opportunity. So it's going to take some work, but he's doing fine. Very talented young man, works really hard. He's a tough kid, very physical.
From what you've seen so far, do you think you found that 8 that you're looking for?
Oh, he's definitely in the 8. There's no question about that.
So overall, do you think you found 8?
Oh, yeah, I think we're pretty close to finding those 8, maybe even 9 guys who can help us this year.
How impressive has Johnson's leadership skills been in the time that you've known him, like his development maybe?
I think he's really developed into an outstanding leader. His teammates have a lot of respect for him, and he's embraced the leadership role and understands what I expect out of him. And, he doesn't mind calling people up and calling them out when things aren't right. And so I think, and he holds people accountable. And I think in order to be a great leader, you have to really hold yourself accountable first and foremost, which he does. I think the players respect the lifestyle he leads and how he takes care of his business. So they respect him as a leader as well. He never asks them to do something he wouldn't do.
Has there been something specific you're looking for him to do that he did this year that maybe he didn't do last year, or is it just kind of improving?
Just win every game. I'm hoping that we do. No, but he, as I told him, I said, regardless, are you talking about on the field or off the field?
Either way.
Well, I told him, his legacy is somewhat like mine. The stats and all that stuff doesn't mean a whole lot. The only one that really matters is whether you win or you lose it. That's how they're going to remember him, no matter how many touchdown passes and how many records he breaks. His legacy will be on whether he won or lost. And so things he has to do them. Everything he does has to help us win. So there's a chance to throw a touchdown pass, but it's a little bit dicey. And he has a check down of Christian Michael Sasgray sitting in his face, and he should take the check down. So
there's been a lot of hype for him this summer. How do you think he handled that? Did you talk to him about that going into
he and I have talked more, so I could probably give him a hard time about it more than anything. He gets a little embarrassed by it. He's a humble kid to begin with. He was raised by a great mom and dad, and he has outstanding values. So I think another player I'd probably be a little bit nervous about, but with him, he keeps his feet on the ground at all times.
Coach, with Ryan Tannehill, looks like Mac Jones got a chance to step up, and it looks like you've gotten some confidence back. Can you kind of comment on what you've seen so far?
Yeah, Matt's thrown 2 touchdown passes today, both of Taylor Randall, if I remember correctly, and one this morning, one this afternoon, and he's done a nice job. He also threw an interception that he shouldn't have thrown, but overall he's making a lot of progress.
Coach, you talked earlier about last year, all the numbers and stuff like that, and having everybody back doesn't mean it's going to happen again.
I believe that full-heartedly.
And how do you think the team has handled those guys that put up those numbers and are back again and handled that situation?
I think we've had a good camp. I think they're working hard. We've had a couple clunkers, where I thought in some positions we could have done a little bit better. But that's part of 2 days, particularly with the numbers that we lost. So guys are double dipping sometimes, and I try to be cognizant of that because you don't want to lose a guy because another guy gets hurt and have him take just a ton of reps. But that has happened on occasion where we're out in the morning and it's hot and guys are doing double duty because 2 guys are gone from his position and can get to be a little sluggish. But overall, I thought we've had a good camp so far. The kids have really tried to do the right thing.
No complacency with those kind of.
I don't think so. I haven't noticed it. Have you?
No.
All right, Coach.